Remember, you know, people, yeah? Let me tell you something. You see, since she carried out there, let me tell you about it. Let me say something to you. Remember, yeah? Mauricia take her name off of my tenancy agreement, you know. So Mauricia not supposed to be at my house, you know.
First she asked me for 150 and then she changed it to £200. It wasn't for rent. I said the wrong thing. It wasn't for rent. She asked me for 150 and then £200 to contribute to things in the house, whether it's bills or whatever. I had no problem paying because I paid her £100. I paid her £100 while I was staying there every month until I got another temporary accommodation. So, but then I said, I'm not paying anymore. I can't be paying anymore. I have 3 mouths to feed, including myself. I have things to buy, to put in my house. I didn't even ask me, didn't even let me know that she was going to do this. And I don't even know how long she was getting universal credit for my child. And where's that money? Where did that money go? Because I didn't get it, Zanaya didn't get it, and she claims to say when I didn't know. So how I found out was when I was staying at Renee's house. I was telling Renee that she gets universal credit and that she gets a lot of money from universal credit. But then I deep, she's one person, she's working, she shouldn't be getting so much money from universal credit. So then Renee was like to me, maybe she's claiming maybe she's claiming for Zanaya. So then I asked her, and when I asked her, she told me yes, she is. And then we had an argument because why would you do something like that and not even tell me that you're going to do that, and furthermore not even give me the money or at least shop for my child, make sure my child was getting all of these things when she wasn't. Her response to that was, you know, I'm forever roof underneath her head. Like, she was just worried about her house. Like, it's always about her house. Like, that's all she's worried about is her house.
And the only time I get involved in their relationship, and this is me being truthful, God so help me, God strike me if I'm lying, is when my sister comes to me. If you don't come to me, then I don't insert myself. If you don't come to me, I don't know what's going on. Do you understand? Because my mum does not call my phone to tell me Mauricia and her business unless she has told the whole entire generation of the family. Do you understand? Mauricia will call me. She will tell me what's going on. She will voice how she's feeling. She will tell me what mum has done. And me as a sister, I will give my honest advice. You don't have to take my advice. But what are you coming to me for then? Clearly for advice, right? So I give you advice as the older sister. Because when I was younger, I had my own relationship with her. I know what I had to encounter and what I went through. Do you understand? So I'm giving you advice because you come to me and I am opening my mouth and I'm telling you, this is what I think you should do. And if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. If you don't come to me, then you don't come to me then. Then I won't have to tell you anything. Now, I want everybody to listen, you know. I want you to listen because I ain't doing no fucking YouTube video on this shit. So screen recorders, you know what to do. Now, throughout my whole entire pregnancy, I never spoke to them. Do you understand? Throughout my whole entire pregnancy, I was living at Auntie Pat's house, aka Bumblebee. Do you understand me? I was staying at my auntie's house because my mum kicked me out. When I came back from Jamaica, my mum kicked me out her house in Walthamstow. I went to stay at my auntie's house in Walthamstow called Auntie Patricia, who you all know as Bumblebee, Auntie Pat. I was staying there when I was pregnant. I got into an altercation with my sister's friend called Gia. Do you understand? And I told them, don't make me have to speak the truth, you know. Because if I have to speak the truth, nobody's going to like it, you know. Because I don't miss when it comes to the truth over here. So obviously now, I'm staying at Auntie Pat. I got into an altercation with my sister's friend. That's when you lot saw the whole palaver of me running up to the girl's yard to knock her out, all them things there. You understand? And me and my sisters, we fell out. We stopped talking because she decided to choose her friend over me. You understand? So for years now, my sister's been saying she wants to live on her own. She don't want to live with my mom. She feels suffocated in the house. My mom controls her. My mom's been doing this. My mom's been doing that. And I said to Marisha, you know what you need to do. Those are my exact words. You know what you need to do. And I said to her, you've been complaining for years. Stop complaining and do it. You can't keep complaining, saying that you're tired of Maureen, saying that you're tired of living with her, you're tired of this, you're tired of the way she makes you feel. Bear in mind, I completely understand, and your feelings to me are valid. I've been there, done that. I've been there. I was once your age living with her. I understand. But you cannot keep complaining if you're not going to take actions. Take actions and do what you have to do. I also reminded her, you have kids. You don't have one. You don't have two. You have three. So do what you have to do for your family and for your children. Me advising my sister on the step that she should take, because I've been in the system since I was 17 years old. Do you understand? I know everything. So me helping her and advising her is because she came to me. I never went to her. Now, when I was living at Auntie Pat's house, I never spoke to my sisters for months. I was focusing on my pregnancy. I was in temporary accommodation. Do you understand? I can't really read what you're saying. Anyways, look, cool. So I was at Auntie Pat's house, whatever. I was staying there throughout my pregnancy, whatever. Auntie Pat was helping me get my things together because my mum kicked me out. Now, I got put into temporary accommodation and all that shit. Now, bear in mind, people, I'm sorting out my own life. You understand? I've just been kicked out of my mum's house. I'm sorting out my own life. My life is not where it needs to be. I was in a dark place, and being pregnant, it was a lot. Do you understand what I'm saying? So obviously now, one day, if I was vlogging, it was the day that Donnell had like 50% off. I can't remember what day that was. But it's on my YouTube, it's a vlog. Now, I was at Beckton Regent Park, where Donnell is, Pizza Hut, all that B&Q. You know what I'm saying. I think it was Boxing Day. I'm not remember, but the vlog's on my channel. Now, I was vlogging that day, and I just came out of Donnell in the vlog. Do you understand what I'm saying? I received a phone call when I got to Curry's because I was looking at TVs. Yeah? This is when I was looking at my 75-inch TV. I was in Donnell with my baby dad, and we was looking for TV, getting TV prices, because like I said, I was preparing myself to come out of temporary accommodation. Do you understand? I received a phone call. I received a message on Zanaya's Instagram page. Renee, what's your number? Bear in mind, my sisters never had my number. I changed my number. I stopped speaking to my sisters. I was pregnant, do you understand, dealing with my own issues. So me, Santara, and the youngest one wasn't really speaking at the time. I received a message of her daughter's Instagram page, and she asked for my number. I gave her my number. She phoned me outside Curry's while I was waiting for my Uber. These times I'm in temporary accommodation. I said, hello, Renee? Yes, yes, Marisha? My energy was a bit off, because usually when they call me, they want something. Do you understand? Throughout my whole pregnancy, nobody checked on me. You're my sister, you never checked on me. The only time I hear from you lot is when you lot want help. And then when I help you lot, you make me look like I'm the bad one. Exactly what you're doing in your video, making me look like the fucking bad one. What the fuck? But anyways, we'll get to that. She called my phone and she asked for help. I'm never going to turn my back. And bear in mind, me and them haven't spoken in months when she called my phone. Do you understand? And when I looked at the DM, I never wanted to give my number because I knew some bullshit was coming. So cool now. I'm standing outside waiting for the Uber. My baby dad's saying, Renee, how many times have I called you? Remember, you have no luck. Just remember you have no luck, and that's all I'm going to say to you. And he never said nothing else. And he helped put all the stuff in the car when the Uber came. And I said, she's family. I can never turn my back on family. Do you understand? So when she's on the phone to me, I heard a baby crying in the background. So I said, what baby is that in the background crying? She's like, my son. I said, what son? She said, oh, I have a kid. I said, what? I said, I almost passed out. I'm almost 8 months pregnant. I almost passed the fuck out. When I tell you I doubled backwards to the railing, I couldn't believe what I heard. I said, I was in so much shock, I couldn't even speak. And I can't make this up. So I said, Moisha, you being for real? She said, yeah, I'll explain later. I said, wait, I think I need time. I said, babe, can you get me water, please? He said, yeah, okay, what happened? I said, I'll explain later. I sat down in the cab. I said, Moisha, I have to call you back. I'm not really feeling too good. When she told me, Mira kicked me in my stomach at that time, straight kick. I was so dizzy. She's like, no, quickly, Ren, quickly. Like, I need to tell you what's going on. So she were talking on the phone. I just received a news that I'm so shocked about. I couldn't believe my head. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not the one to judge. Everyone is each to their own, bro. Like, anything I've ever done in my life, I've done it. Do you understand? And I own up to it. So when she told me, I said, fuck, how many months? She told me the months. I said, what? That's tough day. I didn't even know what to say at this point. So she started telling me whatever. She said she needs help. I said, buck me in Stratford. She said, buck me in Stratford. Now, I told her buck me in Stratford because she needed help. So I said, cool, say no more. I'll buck you in Stratford before I go back to my temporary place. So obviously now, I bucked her in Stratford. I gave her what I needed to give her. I helped her, whatever. Saw the baby for the first time. I was like, wow, this is really for real. Like, this is not a prank. She said, no, it's not a prank. I said, okay, cool. I was just shocked, people. I don't even know, like, I didn't really know how to act. Like, I really didn't know what to say. I didn't really know how to act. I was just really shocked. I thought I was living in another world. I thought she was pranking me. Like, I didn't think it was real. Now, I went back to my temporary accommodation. I'm with Thea at this point, blah, 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 sorting out my life, doing a bit of shopping because I know they're going to move me and put me in my own little place for temporary still. So obviously now, I remember telling my auntie what was going on. And these times, I think Auntie Pat wasn't here. I think she was in Jamaica, if I can remember. Yeah, she was in Jamaica. Bumblebee was in Jamaica. And Auntie Pat said to me, Renee. And Auntie Pat's always right, you know. She's always fucking right. And I'm even irritated to even fucking say this because the woman told me, Renee, you know what's about to happen. It's a cycle. You're going to be blamed. Stay out of it. I know you want to help your sister, but stand back because the blame will be put on you. And that's exactly what she's gone and done, you know, is blood clot make it look like I'm the problem, you know. I never knew nothing about no UC. How could Renee know about UC when I was living in Auntie Pat's house and I had no communication with them? I never spoke to them. I never had no relationship with them. So how could I know about mum taking out this and that? I never knew nothing. They moved me to Enfield. The council put me in Enfield in a temporary accommodation in Enfield in a 1-bedroom garden house. You understand? They came, they helped me move my stuff in. This is after, listen to me, this is after I linked up with Mauricia and I helped her in Stratford. This is after that, you know. So she's come now, they've helped me move in, whatever. She sat me down and she told me what she was dealing with. I'm not going to tell you what she told me, but she told me what was going on. And I said to Mauricia, you know what you need to do. She told me, she said, blah, 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 this has been happening. Mum's been doing this. Mum's been doing that. You know, this is how I'm feeling. I'm very depressed, all these stuff, all these things, blah, 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 blah. Like the list goes on and on and on. Now, at this point, I'm very concerned. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I told her, let me tell you something. And this is how mum is. Once you do this, there's no double backing. And people, listen to me. I'm sitting here and I'm telling you exactly what happened, you know, because I'm a big woman. I don't need to lie now, blood. I've been dealing with my mum and our relationship since I was a child. I don't care. But Marisha cares. Do you understand? She cares. So she never takes accountability. She does not. She will shift the blame on me because it's easy to blame Renee because it protects you. And she does it with mum all the time. When she comes and tell me something and then I go mad at mum and I give her advice as a real sister because I genuinely care for her. Because you are when I was your age, I was dealing with it. So I totally understand. So for years, I'm always the person that she uses to protect herself. Nah, fam, you can't keep doing that to me, bro, because you lot come to me, bro. I don't pick up my phone, rude girl. I don't come to you lot for help unless I really need your help. Do you understand? But now it looks like you're making the world think is I'm the issue here and I've got you and mum fighting. But I was pregnant, living at my auntie's fucking house. And I didn't speak to my sisters for 6-7 months. And you came to me for help. I opened up my front door to you lot to stay here. I just had Mirror. I opened up my door for you and your kids to stay in my house. I went out the way and I went to go buy a blow-up bed in Sainsbury's for you lot to be comfortable. Do you understand? Even though people in my family told me, stand down, Ren, don't help, Renee, leave them, let them fight their battles themselves, Renee. And I opened up my door in my temporary accommodation in my 1-bedroom set. When my baby was a newborn, I opened up my door. I just had a C-section and I said, Marisha, take the living room, Marisha. I sat down with you and I helped you get into the system. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. And her whole comment section in this video is Renee is behind all of this. Renee's not behind a more blood clot thing. I'm not behind anything. If you don't come to me, I will not advise you on what step you should take. But you come to me. So if you come to me, I'm going to help you. Your family, you understand what I'm saying? So she said, bear in mind, me and my mum's not speaking at this point, you know. Bear in mind, me and Maureen's not talking at this point, you know. Because this is when she went on social media, she cussed my pitney, she cursed my child, she cursed me, she said this and she said that. So me and Maureen was not speaking at this point. So when she came to me, she said, Mum said I need to come at her house. Mum said she don't want me here. Mum this, mum that, mum that. The whole fucking palaver she's telling me. She's opened up to me now. She told me what she's been dealing with. I said, Marisha, listen to me. And I'm telling you this right now. You see, once you take yourself off this woman's house, she will know, and you can't double back there. You have to be strong and hold it like a G. Do you understand? Because what you're about to do is going to shake a lot of things. Everything my sister has decided to do is of her own will. She was never forced to do nothing. You come to me for help. I helped you. My job is done. Do you understand? I did what I had to do as a sister to help her. I don't turn my back on family. Even when they stab me in my back 10 times, I still help them. Do you understand? So when she's asked for help, I helped her. Mum kicked her out, whatever, all these things. I opened up my door. When she was helping me move in, and my other sister was helping me move in, I told Marisha, you can stay here with the kids because she's asked me if she could stay. I said, of course she can. And I told her to stay here. I went and got a blow-up bed for her and the kids to stay in the living room because obviously me and Mira was in the bedroom. I did food shopping to make sure everybody was good, everybody was eating, everybody was happy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I even allowed Mauritia's girlfriend to stay at my house. Do you understand what I'm saying? Bro, don't do this, bro. I don't like when people do this to me, fam. Like, I open up my door. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even when people was telling me, Renee, don't open your door, Renee. Renee, don't get involved. Because they're going to blame you, Ren. They're going to blame you. And every time she and my mum gets into a situation and I give her my honest advice, she goes back to my mother and my mum, when my mum gets mad and my mum head chip now and my mum's uncontrollable, Mauricia finds a way to blame me. Oh, Renee said this, it was Renee's idea. Oh, but when my mum comes back and tell me, and my mum's on the phone to me saying, but you told her this, I said, no, I did not. Mauricia came to me with that kind of shit. Don't come blame me now. So it's like you're afraid of mum. Why are you scared? Why are you scared of Maureen so much that you have to always blame me and I have to always defend? I have to always be the protect. Like, I don't understand here. Like, you always blame me. You always throw me in it because you know I'm not afraid of my mum. You are. You are. So you use my name all the time to shield yourself. Stop doing that, bruv. It's not fair. And I'm always the one that has to pick up the pieces, bruv. It's not fair. You always do it now. I'm really upset, bruv. That's why I'm not even shouting. I'm not even crashing out. I'm actually just telling you, look, what's really been going on because I've had enough now, man. Big man thing. You use me as the scapegoat all the time, and you've been doing it for years now, bruv. And I've always been the one to say, I don't even care because Maureen can't tell me shit. I'm a big woman. You understand what I'm saying? But now it's like, nah, fam, it's enough is enough. And let me tell you, lot, something, yeah. The whole entire family knows everything. We're Jamaicans. We chat. My mum tells my family everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even when I was pregnant, I opened up my door, my baby's a newborn sleeping. I dealt with a lot. Do you understand what I'm saying? My sister never had any documents in the UK, as in like an ID, a passport. My younger sister has a passport because her dad took out her passport. My mum was supposed to take out Mauritia's passport when she was younger, and my mum never done that. And that caused her and her baby dad to have a lot of issues. You understand what I'm saying? So Mauricia at this point does not have a UK passport because her nationalization paper or something like that, my mum lost it. So she can't get a passport. So Mauricia wasn't receiving help from the government for months, for years. So you people think she was receiving help. She wasn't receiving help from the government because she never had no ID. She had no passport. She had nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? She had nothing. It's only since I gave birth to Miracle and she came to my house, I sat down with her and did everything for her. I contacted somebody and I paid for Mauritia's provisional. I said, you can use my address, Mauricia. Her address is on my ID, on her ID. I sat down with my sister and I did all the things that she needed to do to set herself up. I took out her provisional for her. She's had it, since I gave birth to my child. Right after that, she got her provisional when? I think February or March. You didn't say that in your video. You didn't mention that in the video. You never once said anything Renee has done. Never. You've just basically made me look like I'm the problem in this. You basically used me as an scapegoat because you don't want to deal with the heat with mum. You're still scared of mum. And that's fine because you have to be a strong soldier to stand up to that woman. You have to be thick-skinned to stand up to Maureen. I'm telling you right now. I know. I've been through it. I'm 29 now. Do you understand what I'm saying? I helped fill out her, I helped with her provisional call. She got her ID. She got her bank cards now. She opened up 4 bank cards. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you, Mo. Then she did what she needed to do, and now she's getting support and now she's getting help. Because without an ID in the UK, you cannot get help from the government. You cannot get certain things. So you need an ID. So now that she has her provisional, she's able to take out her shit. She's able to do what she wants to do now. And I'm happy and I'm proud of her. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm still not going to bring her down. Because once upon a time, I was Mauritia's age. I know manipulation. I understand, girl. You don't even have to open your mouth and tell me about my mum. I know my mother. And what people need to understand, because Mauritia never had her passport, and because Mauritia never had certain documents, you understand what I'm saying? She was controlled by my mother. And a lot of you lot's not going to like the things that I'm about to say, but that's okay, but this is the truth. Since they both acting mad on this internet and they both don't want to be honest, I'm a blood clot spill of tea. Do you understand? She never had the documents. She never had things that she's able to work in the UK and do anything in the UK. And my mum knew that. And my mum took advantage of that. And my mum used her to set herself up in this life. Mauritia had Zanaya. My mum got a place from Mauritia. You understand? She talked it in her video already. So anything I'm saying here, I'm repeating what she said. Do you understand? My mum, I gave my sister money when I was living with them before I went to Jamaica and my mom kicked me out. I gave Mauritia money to go and do her passport. Me, Renee. I gave my sister money when I was living with all of them. And I said, Mauritia, go set yourself up. We all knew what we was dealing with in that house in Walthamstow. And I said, Mauritia, here's the money. Go and do your passport. She turned around and gave my mum the money like some dickhead. And you know what my mum did? You know what my mum did? God is my witness. My mum took the blood clot money and did nothing with the money. And for months, this is the reason why she kicked me out of her house. And for months, she was telling me and my sister that the passport's done and she's waiting for, and she didn't, and she's waiting for this and she's waiting for that. For months. And the passport was £400 and something for the initialization. And I paid for everything. I gave them the money for everything. I gave my sister the money for everything. And for months, we were sitting there, about 4 or 5 months. We was like, where's the passport? This is why the big fight happened at Gia's house. Because I clocked onto the T and I said, wait, hold on. Ask her for the reference number. Ask her for the email that the revenue people will send. Because when you apply for a passport, you get an email, right, people? When you apply for a passport and you get a passport date, you get an email, right? There was none of that. There was none of that. I was onto something. And because I was onto something, my mum was dissing me. You understand what I'm saying? I said, Mauritia, use your common sense. I said, use your common sense, Mo. I said, you said you gave mum the money to do your passport. Passport don't take 4 months. This is the United Kingdom, baby. This is the United Kingdom. Passport don't take 4 months. Passport don't take 4 months. And I was onto her. I was onto her because I said, you need to go and get a job. I said, you need to go and get a job. And guess what? After I'd given her the money to do all these things, I'm not going to lie, Mauritia was checking. She was onto my mum. She said, Mum, it's been how many months now? Where's the passport? Where's this? Where's that? My mum said, Renee, I get to know your brain. Renee, I did this. I said, Mum, stop doing that. Where's the passport, Maureen? Where is it? She's getting mad now. She's getting ignorant. She's getting angry. Because no passport, nothing was done. Nothing was done. You understand what I'm saying? She claimed to say, this is what my mum said. My mum said she applied for the documents and they refunded her the money and she accidentally spent the money and she never knew the money came back into her account. This is why she kicked me out. I want everybody to understand why she kicked me out of her house and why I went to go live with Auntie Pat. Because I was onto something. You understand? I found out she never did no passport. I went on Gov UK website. I typed in the reference number for the documents that she said she collected. I called up the people in them's office. They said they don't have no application. They don't have anything. You understand? My sister came for me to help. I helped her. I took out money out of my pocket that I never had as a pregnant lady trying. You understand what I'm saying? And this is going to bring tears into my eye because it's like people are talking, but everybody's talking around the truth. What? Because you're scared to be the villain. I've been the villain my whole blood clot life in my family. I'm the black sheep. I don't give a fuck, evidently. You understand what I'm saying? And that is the cause of their relationship. That is the reason why she and my mum had a massive falling out. Because when Mauricia found out I was telling the truth, she doubled back to me and she said sorry to me. She said, I should have believed you, Ren. I said, Mauricia, let me tell you something. I would never want you and mum to not have a relationship. That was my whole life. Me and my mum never see eye to eye since I was a little girl. Me and my mum's relationship is not the same with you lot. Whatever you lot have is different compared to me and my mum. You understand what I'm saying? And that is the reason why her and Maureen have not been good. Because Mauricia felt at this whole time, my mum took out her passport and my mum never did anything. My mum spent the money. You understand? She spent the money. Santara is Mauricia. It's the same person, but her family name is Mauricia. So I don't call her Santara. Do you understand? I call her Mauricia. So cool. After that situation's happened now, yeah. After that whole situation's happened and we found out that, you know, she didn't do this. Come on, I'm a blood clot. Oh, Renee's telling you lot against me. Renee's doing this. When I tell you my mum acted a whole scene. She goes, okay, make a call the people them know, forget the documents. Mega do this, mega do that. I said, Mauricia, there's no documents, Mo. There's none. It doesn't exist. She's like, Ren, why are you lying? I said, Mauricia, every time you ask mum for the reference number, she don't give it. I said, every time you talk about the passport, she gets ignorant. Mauricia, please. I called them myself. I put the phone on speaker. Mauricia found out I was telling the truth. She phoned her dad. Her dad came over to Gia's house. Her dad called my mum and they was going at it on the... Her dad called my mum and they was going at it on the phone. My mum didn't want to give Mauricia no information regarding the passport at all. And that is the reason why their relationship is the way it is. It's not because of Renee. So all you people in the comment section under her video blaming me, looking to blame me, don't do that. Because it ain't got shit to do with me. Do you understand? I watched that YouTube video and I see her holding back. And I see her using me as an scapegoat because she's afraid. She still loves my mum and we all love her. We all love her. But when you look at Mauricia in that video, she's holding back a lot. She's not being honest. And you're using me as an scapegoat, talking about Renee told you to do this video and Renee this and Renee that. Brother, don't do that. Regardless if I've spoken to my sister, regardless if I'm telling her, giving her advice, it's because she has come to me. I don't pick up my phone. I do not pick up my phone and call them. I was living with my auntie in her yard. They came to me for help. And I always open my door and I always answer my phone when they want help. Do you understand what I'm saying? So whatever advice I've given my sister and she has decided to disclose it to my mother, that's between them. I don't give a fuck. If you never came to me for advice, I don't have to give you an advice. If you never asked me for it, I wouldn't have given it. But you asked me, how do I do this, Ren? How do I go on my own? How do I get a house? How do you do this? And I did what I did as a sister. Some of you are acting like you wouldn't have done what I done. And I opened up my door for you lot to stay. So how am I the one to getting blamed now? That is the reason why she and my mum relationship is not good, you know, because of the whole passport situation, you know. And she still don't have a passport to this day. But I helped her with getting her ID. I gave you some independency as a sister. I gave you some independency. I made sure you got your provisional. You ordered your bank card. You wasn't able to get no bank card in the UK because you never had an ID. And I, Renee, done that for you. And now look, she got 4 bank cards. She got her ID. Like, she got things that she needs, and she's getting there. She's getting there. You understand what I'm saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. You got to take your time, baby girl. And after that, it's not dandruff. It's the glue. I don't have time for you lot. You know, you lot come in here to come troll me. Please leave me alone. And I said, okay, cool. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say my mum is this and my mum's that. Maureen is a phenomenal grandma. And when I say phenomenal, she's a phenomenal grandma. She loves those grandkids. She's very helpful when it comes to those grandkids. She does a great job as a grandparent when it comes to those grandkids. You understand? And a lot of the time, my sister has put a lot of the weight on my mum's shoulders when it comes to those kids. Do you understand? So I'm not going to sit here and say Maureen is a bad grandma, because she's not. She's really not. She loves Zanaya to bits. She loves Nakia. She loves those babies. You understand? And because it's so many kids, she charges. Do you understand? She doesn't look after the kids for free. She charged my sister £50 for each. Do you understand? She's a great grandparent, but she has some fuck up ways, and she can be very mad. And I want people to understand. She charges for the children, but she loves the babies. And she helps with the kids when she can. Are you not deaf? I said £50. You're not here. My sister said in her video that my mum charges £50. I know I didn't stutter. The fuck? Come on, man. Every time my sister every time she babysits the kids, she charges my sister £50. Are you deaf? Mauricia has to give money when it comes to my mum babysitting. The only kid that she would take and not charge is Zanaya. My mum's got an attachment issue with Zanaya. You understand? That's the only child. If she's gonna have Zanaya, if she's gonna have the eldest girl, she's not gonna charge. But if she's gonna have if she's gonna have the other girl and the boy, she's going to charge Mauricia for all of them. I need to open up my balcony because it's fucking boiling in here. Cool. Let's talk about this whole benefit situation. When she came to my house, remember, this is the first time I'm seeing them, you know. Her girl... Winter, hold on. When she came to my house, her girlfriend, the kids, and my younger sister all came over. And when they came, they're filling me in on what's been going on for months. Remember, I've been out their life for like months now. So they're telling me what's been going on. I'm like, what? You're joking. I'm shocked. Remember, I just found out she had a third kid. I never knew she had a third kid. I just found about her third kid. Then I found out she's with a girl. Like, I'm like, a lot of things was hitting me, and I didn't know. So I've not seen him in like, 6 months, whatever, 7 months. And I'm finding about a lot of things. And they said, Ren, you might want to sit down. So I sat down in the living room, right? And they're telling me everything. I never had a sofa. So I sat down, got the kitchen chair, and I sat down. And they're telling me everything. I said, fucking hell, I've missed out on a lot. I'm glad I wasn't involved. So they're telling me everything. So she said, oh, and she's taking benefit for Zana. I said, so what, you never knew? She said, no, I never knew, Ren. I said, what do you mean you never knew? She said, I did not know. She came into my room one morning. She asked for Zanaya's passport. She took Zanaya's passport. She told me that she's going to go and get Zanaya into nursery with the passport. Listen to me, people. I'm not blood clot tell lie, you know. If you want to believe, you believe. If you don't want to believe, you don't have to believe. She said to me, Mum came into my room. We was all sleeping. She knocked on the door. She said, where's Zanaya's passport? I'm going to go get Zanaya into nursery. Right? So Moisha told her, oh, the passport's over there. She took the passport. And she said she's going to put Zanaya into nursery. Right? That is what Moisha told me. I've not been around them. I don't know. And when she said she's going to put Zanaya into nursery, Moisha told her where the passport was and the birth certificate was. Next thing you know, my mom has decided to go down to UC and add Zanaya onto her UC documents. So she's claiming for that child. That is what my sister told me. She then said to me, oh, you know, mom gets this amount of money from the government. I said, how? That can't be possible because she's working. And if you're working, the government's not going to give you that much. And she's like, well, that's how much she's getting. So I said, are you fucking joking? Now, when Marisha went to go sort out her shit, they said to Marisha they can't give her money for Zanaya because Zanaya is already getting money from somebody else. And they told Marisha this. And Marisha said, well, we don't live at the house anymore. She's my child. And that's how comes they took Zanaya off my mom. And my mom had to do change of something to get her taken off or some shit. Like, I can't remember 100% into what's going on over there. You understand what I'm saying? Now, cool. That whole situation's covered. So I don't understand in your video, you're talking about in your video, Renee said this. Renee said, your mama blood clot. Don't come say Renee blood clot said this. Stand up. Talk out your mouth how it really go. Because I told these people, if I sit down on one blood clot YouTube video, you know, the clip empty, now 47 from 40 nights, you know. I told them already, you know, please. Anyhow, I was to open my mouth and talk. I'm telling exactly how it going. I'm not afraid of no girl, you know. I'm not afraid of nobody, them can't do me nothing. I'm not afraid of my mom. Not afraid. And she's afraid. That's why she's using me as an scapegoat to protect herself. And it's not going to work anymore because I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm sorry. I've had enough now. This needs to come to an end. This shit needs to be sorted out. I've had enough of this shit now. It's been going on for too long. We've covered her passport. We've covered the UC now situation. They put her in temporary accommodation. You understand what I'm saying? They put her in temporary accommodation in Ilford, some hotel. After she was staying at my house, I did what I needed to do as a sister for her. The people them called my phone and said, hi, Renee. If you just let your sister to go, tell your sister to go to here, She went to where they told her to go. So she left my place. You understand what I'm saying? She left my place. I got her a cab to go to where she needed to go with the kids. It was infested with red ants. She talked it in her video. It was infested with red ants, right? So I said to Marisha, whatever you do not end your duty with the council. If you end your duty with the council, they won't house you because they have a duty to care and they have placed you somewhere. They have done their part. So if you end that contract, you're fucking things up for yourself. And I told her, okay, cool. You said the place is infested with ants. Pack a couple clothes for a couple nights and come back to my place with the kids. Don't end it. Don't end the contract there. Still have your contract there. And it was a weekend, so that the council was closed. It was a weekend. You understand? It was a weekend. So I said, look, they're not going to open till Monday. You're saying that you can't stay with the kids. Come back to my place. Just pack a little bit of clothes so you and the kids have stuff. Come back to my place. You understand? And you can stay here until the council opens on Monday where you can call your caseworker. But I said, do not check out of the hotel, because if you check out of the hotel, you have now ended your duty of care and the council will not rehouse you because they're going to say you made yourself homeless. This is what I gave her. This is my advice. I said, stay here until they open on Monday, and on Monday, you can sort things out with them. She came back to my place, right, with the kids. Do you understand? And she stayed. Mauricia, blood clot, check out of the hotel. She check out the hotel. Arthur, tell her don't check out, she check out. She check out. My back is hurting me from that fucking incident last night. Ooh. She check out. Monday morning come. I said, fuck it, let me call my people then. You understand? Let me call the people them that put me in a temporary accommodation. So I called the people them. I called my caseworker at the time. When I called my caseworker, I said, look, this is about my sister, it's not about me, I'm fine. She's like, Renee, what do you want me to do? When I tell you they know me, they watch me, they know everything. I said, please, could you do this for me? Please, just one more time. But Renee, we've helped you already. Yeah, but I really want my sister to get help. Like doing the whole acting shit. You know the good stuff. All right, Renee, we'll do that. So I got a phone call back and she's like, oh, we just checked that your sister checked herself out, so she ended the duty. You understand? She ended her contract with us. And as the council, we have a duty of care. So we've done what we needed to do. And if, she said the place was infested, which it was, because she took videos and she had her proof and her receipts and she took pictures and all their stuff. So they said by law, they can't put her somewhere again because she's ended the contract with them. So she has to wait 90 days. 90 days. This is why you saw her go back to my mum's house. That's why in her video, she said she had to go back to my mum's house, and she did. She went back to my mum's house after she took herself off my mum's information and all these things. They said, we cannot reopen another application because we have to wait 90 days to do it again. That is what the lady told us. So my sister went back to my mum's house, and when she went back to my mum's house, my mum said, you have to pay rent. Moshe's saying, I can't pay rent because you charge me £50 each for the kids. Then you want me to pay rent. I just started getting help from the gov. How am I supposed to do all these things? I'm not getting enough, mum. You understand what I'm saying? Maureen says she don't blood clot business. First, it was £150 for the rent that she was asking for. No, it wasn't for rent, sorry, but that's what Moshe told me, it was rent. But Maureen's saying that she wants £150 to be contributed towards the house. But Moshe's saying that you want £150, but you're asking me for £50 each for kids. It's a lot, mum, and I'm not really getting help. Renee just helped me get stuff. Renee just helped me get my ID and my bank card, mum. I'm just starting to get my stuff together. And you can you not take £80 or something towards the house? Bear in mind, Mauricia was already doing gas, electricity. Mauricia was doing the utility bills. Mauricia was going food shopping whenever she could, and she was putting shopping into the house. You understand? My mum is not the type to do food shopping. She don't do that. When I was living with her, she's never done food shopping a day in her life. Maureen's food shopping is going to buy tin food. Going to the market, get things that she will cook on the Sunday. My mum don't do food shopping. You lot, mum will go as the Sainsbury's, Tesco. My mum don't do that shit. Auntie Pat, I'll see Auntie Pat go Lidl. I'll see Auntie Pat go do big shopping for her yard. My mum don't do that. The kids have to fend for themselves. That's why I'm a cash machine to my sisters. And I understand that. I get it. I totally get it. Because I see it. I know. It's not okay to accept that. But it is. It's my reality. You understand what I'm saying? It's just my truth. Renee is an ATM machine for my sisters. Rough. Pien. Be a blood clot. Pien, I got you. Why? Because my mum is a mum, but she's a mum to when she wants to be a mother. She don't do food shopping. She don't do nothing. None of that. My kids don't know. Her kids don't know what it feels like to have food in the fridge like that. Every day's Uber Eats. Uber Eats. Ren, can you send me £20 for Uber Eats? Ren, can you send me this? Ren, can you send me that? I'm blood clot tired. And it's just the truth. It's just the fucking truth. And this is why I said, it's either, I said, you lot better talk the truth, because if you lot don't talk, I'm going to run my clip, And guys, it's not funny. I'm being serious. I'm not here to make you people laugh. So my sister, any little money she had, and let me tell, and this is what I said, my mum was being unreasonable, because you cannot be charging her for the kids, and yet you want her to do some when you know she gets this amount of money a month for her and the babies. Be reasonable. Why don't you wait until she just got her bank cards, she just got her provisional, she has 3 children to fend for, to make sure that they're clothed, fed. The first baby that is a deadbeat, don't help. Absolutely useless. So she has to do everything on her own. Do you understand? You cannot ask for so much, and when she's not getting enough, be reasonable. My mum don't care. I'm in a blood clot business. We are blood clot, tell me that I'm in a business. I £50 myself for the pitting them and that. All right, Maureen. All right. Okay. My mum, listen, let me tell you, yeah. When I was living at my mum's house, when you lot used to see me living there, yeah, in my little box room, yeah, that you can't even breathe in. When I was living at my mum's house, I was doing a lot of the spending. I was drained the fuck out. Every minute I'm topping up electricity. In a week, I'm putting £100 on the electricity, £20 every day. I'm putting £20 on every single day on the light. You understand what I'm saying? There's times where the electricity will cut out and everybody's in darkness. And when I tell mum, you need to top up, Maureen makes it a World War III in the house, to the point where I had to get out the house. I had to book a flight and go to Jamaica. That's why I went to Jamaica for time, because I can't deal with it. Everything was me, bro. So when my sisters are calling me, texting me, we're in the dark again. We've been in the dark for 2 hours, 1 hour. Mum's refusing to top up. I said, what do you mean mum's refusing to? Renee, she's in the room sleeping. The electricity's gone. She doesn't want to top up the electricity. She told us she's going to work and she's going to leave us in the dark because she's tired of topping up every day. You are the mother. You are the mother. This is your household. And I've witnessed it because I've been in the house where the electricity will cut out and she will let us stay in the dark. What the fuck is this now? Why? I'm not an alien, TikTok. The electricity will cut out and she will let the girls stay in the dark with the kids. And I have to transfer money for them to go and top up so that they can have light. Do you understand? So when I'm telling you, there's been so much going on, this ain't a joke. And my mum will get up and get ready to go to work because she don't want to give them money to top up the electricity and the gas. And I will have to send money for food, send money for light and all these things. This is reality. This is some real shit. This is some real shit. This is not no cap in my speech. Do you understand? My youngest sister, who is 17 years old, she's like my child. There's nothing that I don't do for her. Because why? If you know the pain my little sister goes through and how she is, that's why she's never at home. That's why she'd rather not be at home, because she's dealing with a lot. Every time she asks my mum for money, it's bare problems, it's bare mistreatment, bare cussing, bare this, bare that. I don't say no. You understand what I'm saying? I send because I know you're 17, you ain't working. You have to wait till you're 18 and all these things for you to do certain things. And Ren, can you send this? Ren, can you send that? All right, say no more. I've just sent you 50, but make that will last for a week because I'm tired, blood. Do you understand what I'm saying? My mum, when she asked my mum, I would the blood clot me forget it from every day. Brother. And I would say to my sister, I have text messages, rude girl. I got receipts. I would say, son, why don't you ask mum for 20 quid? Renee, no, like, stop telling me. She'll go mad at me like, bro, stop fucking telling me to ask her for money when you know how your mum is, bruv. Stop telling me to ask her for money, bruv. I ask her for money, Renee. I do. But she does not give it to me. So what do you want me to do, bruv? What do you want me to do? This is why I don't stay at home. This is why I don't want to be at this house. This is why I don't want to be here. Because every time I ask for stuff, she doesn't give. She does not give, okay? And you know it. You keep asking to ask, and you know what's going to happen. Real shit. That's why when I had my house in North London, she was at my house 24/7. 24/7. When people ask me why she's not there, you know why. Do you understand? Please. Those who feels it knows it. Those who feels it knows it. Manipulation run deep in this family. Do you understand what I'm saying? Run deep. You heard my sister sat in the video and Dad, he told her to go. She had to leave. And she had to find a way to get a place. And she used Marisha because Marisha was 9 months pregnant at the time, just went into labor. And the council gave them a temporary house in Walthamstow because of that little girl, Zanaya. Zanaya comes now. Marisha gets pregnant again by the same dad. She got 2 now. Maureen keeps talking about this big 3-bedroom house that she's always wanted. Maureen's talking about a massive house that she always wanted because her husband's going to come to the UK, because she wants to file for her husband, so she needs a big house and all these things. She wants a garden and all these things. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she's now gone and done what she has to do so that she can get the big 3-bedroom house. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she gets her big 3-bedroom house now. And now she's got her 3-bedroom house. It's like, right, I don't need Marisha no more. You go on by your business. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody waited for months for Marisha to get her passport. Marisha didn't get no passport because my mum lied and said that she did the passport and all these things, and she paid and she used the money and paid. But she didn't, because she knew anyhow Marisha gets that passport, Marisha will go on her own with her kids and she wouldn't be sorted out in the UK. Does that make sense? So she made sure Marisha did not get her passport before she got her house. And she got her house first. Do you understand? She got the place that she wanted. That's why she did not do the passport for my sister. Because anyhow my sister got her passport, my sister will be able to put herself where she needs to put. My sister would have got her house with her children and be stabled. But my sister couldn't do these things because she was trapped in this. She was trapped. When I said trapped, couldn't move, stuck in this blood clot, pierced the bumper clot. She was stuck. Every time I asked Marisha, where's your passport? Sort yourself out, man. Fix up yourself. I can't, Ren. I can't. Mum says she's done the passport and she hasn't. And every time I ask her for the proof, she doesn't give it to me. She cusses me out. So when I got involved, it was a big thing. When I started getting to my sister saying, brother, in order, you need to call the people them. Call the people them. Ask them what reference number you need. Ask them for this, ask them for that. Go around in Walthamstow. There's a place where you can go and get your birth certificate and all these things. I said, Marisha, stand up now, man, my girl. Wall up your shoulder them. He's not a handicap. And that's when I said to my sister, do not let mum use you to build up her life while you and your kids are stuck. You people tell me if that's not the best blood clot advice I've ever given her. Because some of you lot don't like me, you know. Some of you lot don't like me, so you're going to always paint me to be the problem. But that's fine. I gave my sister the right advice because I'm financially on their shoulders. I am who they come to for help. I am the cash, I am the ATM, and I'm tired. I need to help them fix themselves and set themselves so I can be free from the shackles. And because my mum knew that I was onto something, she cried tears. She cried. I've never seen my mum bawl before, and I saw my mum cry when she realized I told Marisha, and I called up the people and there was no such thing as a passport. And then she said, oh, Renee's trying to take you lot away from me, Marisha. Renee don't want you. Renee's jealous of me. Renee wants my relationship. Renee don't want me to get the big house so we all can live in. It's not that Renee don't want that. It's that you don't want your daughter to be stabled. You don't want Mauricia to be where she needs to be. So you're using her, you're trapping her so you can sort out your life so she can be stuck. Since Mauricia's been speaking to me, I have done her, I've made sure she gets help from the government. I've done her ID. I've made sure she was in temporary accommodation. I'm the reason why she got a flat. She got this brand new flat that she lives in. Me, blood clot, me. And she can tell you that her mouth. I am. Me, I am. I made phone calls. I lived on that council line 24/7. I told Mauricia, don't give up. Every day I'll send her a paragraph of me being supportive. Mauricia, don't give up, Mauricia. Be on their neck. Stand on their neck, Mo. Don't give up. It will take time, but you will get there. I did that. I helped my sister, and that's all I do is help them. But I'm tired now because I've sat there and I've watched the video and you've used me as an scapegoat because you are afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all human beings, bro. Don't use me as a scapegoat because you're scared of the backlash. You're scared of what mum's going to do. Don't do that because you came to me and told me mum took the child's passport. I never knew nothing. How could I have known? I was living with Auntie Pat. I was at Auntie Pat's house for how many months? How would I have known all these things if you never came to me? My mum went to Jamaica. Mauricia took care of the house. The big 3-bedroom house, Mauricia was taking care of it. Mauricia was paying for electricity. And she put all of that in all that screenshot. She put her screenshot and her receipts in the video. Maureen went to Jamaica, left the bills on them, left everything on them. Never sent money for electricity, never sent money for these things. Forgot that she had a 17-year-old to look after. Do you understand? And Mauricia and her girlfriend at the time, because Mauricia was with a girl, Mauricia and her girlfriend, and the girlfriend was topping up the bills. The girlfriend was paying the electricity bills, putting food into the house. You understand what I'm saying? Mauricia and the girlfriend did what they had to do. So when my mum come back, she's good. And people, that's the God honest truth. That's the God honest truth. I had an argument with my sister when she when the council said they cannot help her until 90 days is over. She had nowhere else to go, so where she had to go? Back to my mum's. So what did she have to do? Put the blame on Renee. Renee told me this. Renee told me to do this. Renee told me to. I text her phone. I went mad. I said, what the fuck? I went mad. I said, because you've gone back to mum's house, why are you blaming me for everything, Mo? But then I understood she needs a place to lay her head. I said, all right, cool, let me take the blame. No problem. Renee's the bad guy. I took the blame. She and my mum's over there beefing now. They're arguing now. Mum wants more money. Mum wants this. Mum's raised it to 200 now. Mum wants this. Mum wants that. Mauricia packed her stuff and went to go stay at her dad's house in Walthamstow. And her dad doesn't charge her for nothing. Her dad is very supportive. One thing I would say about Santa, he's very, very supportive to her. Very supportive. God bless him. You understand? Now, when she was vlogging her whole experience in temporary accommodation, I was not there, evidently. I did not know she mentioned nothing to do with £200 in YouTube video. And I want people to understand the reason why this is all happening right now is because Mauricia was vlogging and Mauricia mentioned my mum charging her £200 for rent. And that has gone viral because of screen recorders. And Maureen has clapped back now and Maureen's cussing. Maureen's decided to expose all her children, right? They spend money on ganja and all these things. Maureen's cussing all of us out now because of Mauricia's video, you know. Mauricia's video that she has seen, you know, has caused all of this shit, you know. All of this. She's come out and said bare blood clot things now. I'm on the plane coming back to the UK. I don't even know what's going on. When I've landed into Stansted, I've seen all of this palaver. I've seen all of this palaver. And I said to Mauricia, you know what you need to do? Go sit down in a YouTube video and explain yourself. Go and explain yourself. That's all I said to her, was to go do a video and explain yourself and tell your side of the story and tell your truth. And I only told her to do that because my mum came on the internet and decided to put all this shit out there and not tell the truth, and made it spin it a type of way where she's not going to get nothing from it. I said, you need to defend yourself. You've been doing this for 2 minutes. You've been doing this for too long now, Mosha. Speak up and tell your side of the story and tell your truth. I've just watched the blood clot video and I'm the scapegoat. And this is why people in my family told me not to help. People wanted me to leave Marisha where she was. People said, Renee, you're pregnant. Don't pick up these shit while you're pregnant with Miracle. I was pregnant. I was 7 months pregnant. Auntie Pat was my rock. You understand? Auntie Pat was my rock. You understand what I'm saying? I have to restart the live. Got a warning.